Direct substitution is going to fail in this example as well, because when we substitute 0, we get 0 over 0. This one is a little bit harder to simplify than the polynomials that factored. But what we can do here is we can rationalize whichever part of a fraction has the square root. And so what we'll do here is we'll keep the square root part, but we're going to do the opposite operation. So in this case, instead of subtracting 2, we will add 2. But we want to make sure that we're simply adding a 1, or we want to make sure that we're simply multiplying by 1. So whatever we put in the numerator, we need to have in the denominator. But the reason that this is going to help us is because now, when we evaluate this limit, we simplify the numerator. The square root of x plus 4 times the square root of x plus 4 is just going to give us x plus 4. And the nice thing here is if we continue our foiling, we'll have positive 2 square root of x plus 4 and negative 2 square root of x plus 4, and so those middle terms are going to cancel. So we can go ahead and skip to the last multiplication, negative 2 times positive 2, which is a negative 4. Now in the denominator, I would not simplify anything here. I would just leave it. Whichever part of that fraction you are not rationalizing, simply leave it as is, because that's not the part of the problem that was giving us the issue. Here, when we simplify, this plus 4 and minus 4 will zero out in the numerator. And now you'll notice that we're looking at a different looking function, x over x square root of x plus 4 plus 2. These x's will also cancel. And so our most simplified function is 1 over the square root of x plus 4 plus 2. One common mistake that I see students do on problems like these is when they simplify that x in the numerator and x in the denominator, they forget that the square root of x plus 4 plus 2 was actually in the denominator. You need to make sure that it stays in the denominator and you leave a 1 in the numerator. But now that we've gotten to this point, you can simply substitute in 0. That'll give you 1 over the square root of 4 plus 2, which is equal to 1/4.